probably wondering why you had to lose all your friends, why all your family members wanted to act, a little different around you, why things just makes you seem so alone. You wondering why you gotta be alone. Because God saw what He needed to pull out of you, and the only way you could have done that is by truly getting to know yourself. Truly going in on who you are as a person without your friends' advice, without your friends trying to stop you from doing anything. God had to isolate you because He wanted to teach you something. He wanted to show you something that only you could see. Nobody else would see the vision that God had for you. So God got you to yourself so He can teach you, so He can talk to you, so He can be the only friend that you do have. God wanted to be your only friend. God is like literally wanting everything connected to you for Him. And I had to learn this, and I'm still learning, because I don't have any friends. I don't have no friends from high school. I don't have no friends from college. I have no friends. And yes, I've tried to talk to some of my friends, and sometimes my friends will probably text me. Not really. Not anymore anyway. But back then, like when I first got diagnosed with schizophrenic, my friends were still around. But the deeper the years came in, me being diagnosed with schizophrenia, my friends totally left me. So I don't have any friends right now. And I'm wondering why I had to be alone. And God told me because He wants to be my only friend. He wants to be able to get to my mind, because only Him and me had to go through it. Can't nobody else go through it with me. Can't nobody help me out. And my family, I love them to death, but I hear the voices coming from them too. And it's hard. It's hard to hear it from your family. It's worse. It's like worse than hearing it from your friends, because you love them more or whatever. Like you love your family more than you love your friends. And it's hard. I know it's supposed to be like an equal type of love, but it's really not. You love your family more than you love your friend. At least I do. But anyways, it's hard when you hear it coming from your mama, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your kids. It's hard when you hear the voices coming from them. So God told me that nobody could be a part of what I have in store for you. Everybody has to be isolated from you. He told me that everybody has to be on their own compass, their own direction, just like me. I had to be on my own direction. Nobody could have been on this path with me. And God is telling me today that that's why He isolated you. That's why He isolated me. So I could be looking at just Him. I don't have to go to friends for advice. I don't have to go to mama for advice. I go to God. Because God is the only one that's going to provide me with the right guidance that He need me to have. God took away all your friends so you can be His only friend. His best friend. God took away your family members because He wanted to be your father. He is your family member. He is your real father. And I'm not talking about a God in the sky, a man just sitting in the sky. I'm talking about the energy that God put in you and everybody else and everything. The energy of God. I'm talking about the God that birthed you in your mom's stomach. The God that made you. The energy that was created. That God. And I'm just saying, it's hard to not have friends because you're so alone. You're lonely. A boyfriend, a husband, you ain't got none of that. You only got... And then it's like with me, I have 2 girls and they don't have a daddy figure in their life. They don't have, much to look at as a father figure. So it's really tough because it's like, dang, am I going to be an only mother? Like, am I going to be raising my kids all my life with no husband figure to show them how a man to treat them. And it's kind of tough, but we talking about friends, but about how bad my schizophrenic is that why I lost friends? Yeah, I used to go on my Instagram and just talk real crazy and just used to say stuff. And I don't know if it's my diagnosis that made me lose my friend or my friends just didn't want to mess with me no more. And I really think it's because my friends didn't want to mess with me no more because I would start acting different. I started changing. I don't know. They probably thought something, but I don't know. I thought I always stayed the same, to be honest. But I don't know. I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they think. But that's not the point. The point is God isolated you to be your only friend, okay? God wanted you by yourself so he can talk to you and only you. So you want to go back to your friend and ask, hey, should I do this? No, because your friend ain't going to see it the way God see it. Your friend ain't gonna put it in your life. Only God is. So you don't need any friends. So we kicking friends to the curb. We need you and only you. We need you to stand tall, and we need you to guide people. We need you to have people follow you. We need people to look at you, look up to you. They need to look up to you. So stop worrying about why you don't have no friends. I know you get lonely sometimes, and I know you feel like, dang, I wish I had a friend. I wish I had at least one friend so I can go out and eat with and go to the skating ring and all this other stuff. But it's like God don't want you doing all that right now. God wants you focused right now. God wants all of your power to be directed to him, to God, so God can use you. He wants to use you as a vessel. He wants to guide you. He wants to make you unstoppable. And you can't do that with all them friends around you. You can't do that with one friend around you. You got to be by yourself. You got to be isolated. You have to be alone on the island by yourself. I swear, you cannot love yourself the way you would love yourself if you had nobody but yourself. You have to learn how to love who you are, and the only way you're gonna love who you are and really think about yourself is if you by yourself. Cause if it's just you, who else is there to take care of? Nobody but you. You don't have to look at anybody. Oh, well, she need help in this area. No, you just looking at yourself and saying, I need help in this area. Let me help myself in this area. I can help myself doing this. You know, and it's kind of tough because you got to work harder because you by yourself. So you got to put in that extra work. But it's so worth it. Being by yourself, you're not going to be by yourself all the time, your whole life. God wants the energy. God wants us to be together. Like, he wants us to have companionship. The energy wants us to have companionship, y'all. And God is the energy that I'm talking about. God. When I say God, I mean the energy, the force, anyways. So God wants us to have companionship. This world wants us to have companionship, okay? This world is made for us to have companionship. So you're not going to be alone forever. It's just your season to be isolated. You're just isolated right now. You're not going to be isolated forever. You're going to have friends that love you. And all those old friends, they were bad news anyway. They probably still doing half the stuff that you don't do anymore. Like smoking, drinking, going to the club. You don't do all that. I don't do all that no more. You don't do all that no more. So you need new friends. You need new friends for your new life. You need new friends for where God is trying to take you to. You need new friends for what God has in store for you. Your old friends can't come with you. Excuse me. Your old friends can't come with you, okay? You need a new set of friends. So God took all them old ones out of your life so he can give you brand new ones. Fresh friends. Okay? So it's okay to be alone right now. Just know that you will not be alone forever. God isolated you for a reason. Peace. Love y'all.